Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, we have got our announcement. The LR is right around the corner, which is good, because you guys may have noticed, but it's been a little quiet. Beast was a big kind of like hype reveal. We had the two LRs who were fantastic, right? Great, badass, easy LRs. But these guys run the third, which is a long time ago already. These guys came out on the 3rd of July. So, I mean, I really do think, like, where the Tanabata celebration TDC could have been improved here is there probably should have been, let's say, a super easy on, like, the 10th or the 9th. There's many movie bosses options that could super easy STR Genemba they're probably not going to do because they're going to want to tie him with Int Gogeta, I imagine. EGL Turles is in range. I'd rather not, though, because we already have two good one great Turles and one Turles that's mid, at least, right? So we don't need a third Turles. But we do have physical Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, and we also do have the Tech Golden Frieza. I think Tech Golden Frieza would have been a great Super Easy Wabam, right there. And then this LR is probably 14th or 15th. It's probably just going to be the 14th, right? Is when we're going to expect to see this LR come out. It's probably going to be Cell Max. So far, the structure of the celebration, I mean, we've only had 4 characters in it. But the structure appears to me to be movie hero and movie bosses, right? Obviously not specifically like superhero or anything, but just movie hero, movie bosses. Dokkan loves spamming movie stuff, which is bad for Dokkan Frontier, by the way. Yeah, we can anticipate, by the way, just Cell Max. So we have the JP one right here. Now, I actually saw some players talking about this, right? Really, there only are two kind of like characters that people are sort of talking about right now, which is Orange Piccolo or Cell Max. People aren't really, there's not really other options on the table. At this time slot in particular, though, it really is quite simple, right? It's usually just the villain, right? The only time it hasn't like 1-to-1 lined up was in 2023 when it was Broly, right? Or it was Omega instead of Baby. I don't know how I changed Baby into Broly, but it was Omega instead of Baby is what happened. Because remember, it was the Dokkan Fest LR was Baby Saga Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then the Part 2 Carnival LR ended up being Omega instead of Baby, right? So if you look at this, I would imagine it's just going to be Cell Max. 2018, by the way, did not have an LR in this time slot, but it did have an LR in a time slot that sort of doesn't exist at like the second week of August. But this was the Cell and Cell Junior's character, if anyone is curious. I feel like I probably maybe should have just included him on this image right here, because there is no like release where this guy would normally release, right? So he just kind of is not going to end up being on, because I've been doing these all year, right? So there's no like Cell, because see, Cell came out here. Let's go, JP. uh August 9th, which is not like an actual time slot. Yeah, wow, he was only 2 months later on Global. Yeah, Global is so strange. Like sometimes characters could end up being like mega late, sometimes they could be pretty quick, sometimes they could be at the exact same time, right? Crazy stuff. This guy could probably super easy at any point too. Like if we were to have Perfect Cell needs a character, which I think GDC could be likely. This guy potentially could super easy there. So we have that, and then keep in mind that I just was focusing on the time slot, which, last year was Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega. But keep in mind that the celebration counterpart, it was the Golden Frieza and Gogeta, and then it was the Wrath Broly, right? So the only year where it's not just straight up the enemy of the Dokkan Fest LR is 2023. But even then, I mean, Omega does fight full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? So it does kind of just work like that every single year. Cell Max would make a ton of sense to drop right now too. He would work very well, kind of like with the movie bosses core that they've set up. Unfortunately though, Cell Max is not on Metal Cooler's team. But I presume, I mean, the Carnival LR would just be movie bosses. Carnival LR lead. What's funny is without like the Metal Cooler celebration, movie bosses would have sucked dick. But it's after the Metal Cooler celebration, which brought 4, right? And then we have LR Final Form Cooler. Movie bosses certainly is something we could do. Yeah, we could even run Beerus and Whis as a rotation on movie bosses. We have, of course, the Golden Friezas. We know that the, work the Tech Golden Frieza and Gogeta can do late in fights, and, EGO Golden Frieza could be good at the start of fights. Movie Boss 220 is still, it's a little tight. There's not that many great characters here, but they have done, I mean, since May, we have a lot of decent options since May, right? Beerus, Metal Cooler, LR Turles, and Final Form Cooler are all elite. Physical Turles, Final Form Cooler, the physical one, they're probably kind of like more like mid. Remember, Garlic Jr. is a decent free-to-play character as well. That does kind of work out well. There is also a couple of good Android characters hanging around, but I don't know. Again, I'm gonna present. Wait, is this? Oh, cool. I just saw this. So this is showing. What the hell? Oh wow, that's a really cool update. This is the first time I saw that. Oh, okay, this is a new update here. So yeah, so this shows the characters that could hit some of these support memories. That's pretty cool. Damn, okay, okay. I'm not really a big support memory like player, but support memories are stupidly OP, right? Yeah, I always recommend players just use them. But Cell Max to me, I feel like it's just what it's gonna be, right? And I saw some Japanese players come out like this kind of like evokes like in, I don't know, like what I'd say, like in your mind's eye, like a kaiju or something like that. So, and that's what Cell Max is. He's a kaiju, right? A giant monster. The other option here is Piccolo, Orange Piccolo. Now, it is funny because we've gone to superhero, I mean, a couple of times, but we only really have 2 Beast Gohans. We do have the Ultimate Gohan that has the Beast Gohan active skill, but I mean, we're not counting him. This guy definitely is an Orange Piccolo character, but we just have the one. I mean, remember, Piccolo has 2 new forms in the actual movie. He introduces Power Awakening Piccolo and Orange Piccolo in the movie. I would love for this guy to get an LR. And I almost would say that Beast getting the help of an Orange Piccolo would probably be better than Cell Max dropping. I don't know that Cell Max is as necessary, especially with the demons of Metal Cooler and Final Form Cooler and LR Turles and stuff, as this guy, who I think could really help bring together Tech Power Awakening Piccolo, and Tech Beast Gohan together and really strengthen that movie hero team. Because, I mean, dude, Carnival Metal Cooler is going to EZA. And to me, it feels like it's impossible for him not to be, like, elite with the Tech Metal Cooler army existing. So, I mean, I would kind of love Piccolo. Or, I mean, what if they just do something crazy and there's, like, what if it's a top Carnival banner and there's Orange Piccolo and Cell Max or some shit like that? That would be so good, right? Because we do, and remember, there's 3 like major like new characters within the last couple of years of Dragon Ball. Well, I guess Broly and Gogeta are now 8 years old when the movie came out. But turn 1 Blue Gogeta, turn 1 Full Power Super Saiyan Broly, turn 1 Orange Piccolo. We need all 3. All 3 have to happen. Right? Like, think about it. Like, if you want, there's Orange Piccolo fans. I'm an Orange Piccolo fan. If you want this guy as your Dokkan profile pick, like in your My Profile, you can't have that. So, a turn 1 Orange Piccolo, I think, would be awesome. But, I mean, I just, like, the answer of who it's going to be is Cell Max. But I would love Orange Piccolo to get one, right? And we do have the second card, the Gamma 2 plus Power Awakening Piccolo, and he does like go Orange Piccolo in the animation, but I'd love to see Dokkan, hurry up and release an orange Piccolo. Now this does count to me, like if someone would say we've never even got an orange Piccolo at all, I think that's silly, because the giant form was so powerful. You do transform into him. He has a sprite on the field. You're getting orbs with him. We have gotten orange Piccolo before. We just need orange Piccolo turn 1. I think is pretty bad, or would be really good, and we need it bad. But all right, let me know what you guys think. You know, this is not very far. Oh, by the way, I pulled this up right here just because I wanted to confirm. Okay, so you see how it says 10 p.m. Eastern for me tomorrow. It's actually going to be 11 p.m. That's the time, right? The normal time where they do like a video or something like this, I believe it would be 11 p.m. my time. Like I know it's 10 p.m. and we get mixed up on this shit like all the time. But like this is why I think it would be much better if they just go by like Japanese time or European time or something like else. But like this happens like every time they drop shit, they give us a date like this, and it's like it ends up being an hour later. It's always like this because like they don't account for daylight savings or whatever the fuck it is. But like I'm expect like this 11 p.m. my time tomorrow. That's what time I think it is. There's not a link that I've seen. Hold on, let me just. Yeah, there's not. I just wanted to quickly double check the two Bandai channels. This is the JP channel, and then there's the global Bandai channel as well. There's no video link or anything that we have at the moment. But again, so I'm expecting this stuff to drop in 22 hours. This video, we'll see what's gonna happen. So let me know what you guys think. I'm assuming it's Cell Max. We'll see.